Hello, hello. What's up, boys? What's up, fam? How you doing, dude? Noah? What's up, brother? Make sure all my stuff's loading in. Looking good, looking sharp. Perfect. Alright. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I hope you are as well. My day? Pretty chill day. Gotta say. My wife took my oldest and my youngest to go... What is this hung up on? To go visit the school that my oldest is planning to attend next fall. So that's exciting. They had a good time. Makes for a long day. But anyway, they were gone all day. So my house was real quiet, which is weird. So yeah, basically my day was me and the dog and my middle child just kind of hanging out, man. So yeah, I watched the F1. I got up early as shit this morning. Y'all want to know what early as shit is for me? Y'all might actually be mad at me about this. I'm gonna apologize in advance. But I naturally woke up at 6:30 this morning, which is crazy. Normally, I'm not even sure if I want to say this out loud. Normally, I wake up somewhere in the neighborhood between like 8:30 and 9:30-ish. Some days it gets rough and I sleep real late. But yeah, waking up that early was brutal. I'm not used to it. So anyway, I got up, did my workout, I had my breakfast, got showered up, and still had like 2 hours plus to sit down and wait for the F1 race to start. So I watched the race, couldn't believe my eyes, and then watched the 49ers game, which was awesome. It was kind of a weird game. They played like a really bad team. 49ers are not that good this year, but they played a really bad team, so they looked really good. And then mostly just kind of chilled and wait for the race. Pretty much, man. So it's a pretty slow day around here. A lot of sports. Very cold here. Cold day. Hopefully we can call it off with a league race win. Now, so I like to start from the back and just see how far forward I can go. So the chances of winning are effectively 0 because I like to do that. And yeah, there's some really fast boys in here. Not very indicative of their iRatings, so you have to watch out for them now. There's some guys in here at like 2K that are 6K pace. Something about that with leagues, you really just you can't look at people's ratings to get a feel for how fast they're gonna be. Can't remember the last time I woke up after the sun was already up. Yeah. Yeah. Christmas lights up, mostly decorated. Yeah, I definitely want to talk about the race. Deciding to stay out. Yeah, exactly. Definitely want to talk about that. It's funny, man, around here we basically start, I'm not even kidding. So, you know, Halloween is October 31st, right? Well, our Christmas trees and stuff go up on November 1st. So we've had a lot of stuff. I'd say my wife and my daughter did the vast majority of it, if not all of it. And so a lot of that stuff's been up for a month already. The outside stuff didn't happen until maybe like a week ago. So right before Thanksgiving. But yeah, we like to have it's like you like to get a good 2 months worth. Now, the funny thing is, basically on December 26th, it all comes down. Not really. I think it's more like New Year's. It'll all come down real fast. Make your wife wait till after. You know, it's funny. I used to have feelings on that. These days, I like it. You know, I like walking around the house. We have a couple of different Christmas trees in different places of the house, like little trees, you know. And it's just nice. I don't know, something about it. We have our little setup, and yeah, it's nice. I enjoy it. There's no Christmas music. We don't do any of that. There'll be a little bit of that, like right at, you know, like literally day of or something, maybe night before, but really don't do Christmas music. Even when they're setting up, they're not pumping Christmas music. They're listening to like Wicked or something, you know. But yeah, it's not really that. It's just the ambiance of having Christmas trees up, and I don't know. I enjoy it quite a bit. Keezer, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Spent so much money on it, better be up. Yeah, the nice thing is that stuff, you know, pays its dividends for decades. So once you kind of acquire all the things, you know, you don't generally need to do much more of it in the future, which is always great. Always great. I'm known as the Grinch around here. Yeah, like the spirit. Yeah, I am too. Like, I think probably similar in that respect. I think most people think I'm the Grinch. Truth be told, I enjoy it. I like, just, I don't know, something positive about it. I do enjoy it quite a bit. But yeah, man, the race today was nuts. I couldn't believe, I don't know. I've talked about it. We talked about it in Discord, you know, for anybody that's in there. We already kind of had this conversation. There's a lot of chatter about it in there today, which was actually pretty cool. But I'm literally getting to, I can't ever actually get all the way here. But as soon as, I don't know, we got to like 3 laps to go and you kind of knew what the outcome was going to be at that point. I'm literally sitting there thinking, I actually hope Max just blows this whole thing up next week and wins this thing. Like, they have fumbled this championship from a driver's point of view so badly. I can't anymore, you know? I don't know what you know, I don't have all the points and stuff in my head. Eric, appreciate the YouTube subscription there. Thank you for that. Kind of you. Much appreciated. Shows YouTube I'm doing something right, so thank you. I don't remember the points, but you know, a couple races ago, it was pretty clear that Lando had the best shot to win. He was up a good amount, had some really good race results. Obviously, Oscar's been scuffling a little bit, fine. They should have sat those two guys down right then and there and said, okay, look, Max has been coming crazy the last couple races. Oscar, you've been scuffling, brother. Don't know what's up. Sorry, but we're going to prioritize Lando for the rest of the season. And it doesn't have to be like, hey, man, make sure you let him pass when he gets close to you. Just like give him preferential treatment on, you know, the pit stops, the strategy component of it. That's all he really needs. They have screwed this up so bad. It's actually insane. It's crazy. If you had told me halfway through the season that we would be going to the final race and all 3 of those guys could win the championship, brother, I don't know how much money I would have put on it, but probably a couple bucks, you know? It's crazy. I cannot believe that we're actually going to the final race where it's up. It's cool, obviously, as from an entertainment point of view, and as a fan, it's going to be an exciting race to watch. I think they said the last time they had this many guys going into the final race, it was like 2010 or something. So that's exciting. But as somebody who really would like to see Lando win this thing, Oscar, fine. And I don't have a problem with Max winning it. I feel like I've said it a million times. Y'all know this, I guess. But I just would like to see somebody else win the championship once. That's all. You know, like, just once. So, Wade, what's up, brother? How you doing, dude? I get this feeling that Max is going to win a couple more. Like, he's not done. I feel like he very easily... yeah, honestly, yes. I feel like very easily he could break the 7 championship record. I definitely think that could happen. If anybody currently in the field can do it, Lewis has 7. I think it's Max. You know? So, as much, hey, I am a Lewis fan. I would love nothing more than to see the Ferrari car come out next year and be unbelievably fast and get him that 8th. I would love that so much more than I could express to you guys. but my man is past his prime. And I think at this point, I don't see it happening. Sad to say, I hate it. I'd love to see it. I was crushed in 2021, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, I feel like Max is the guy. He's gonna get plenty of these. So this is not like a hater Max thing. I actually like Max. There's some things about him I don't love, but like generally speaking, I like the guy. Thank God for Max. Can you imagine how boring this year would have been if it wasn't for Max? But yeah, I just can't believe it's gotten to this point. I really can't. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if there's any kind of clauses in their deals, you know? I mean, I can't imagine, like, these guys are finishing basically 1, 2, or 3, however this thing ends up in the championship by the end of the season. I can't imagine anything triggers in their contracts that would let them escape. I also can't imagine trying to escape. You know, we can't deny the fact that even though they've screwed up all the strategy, they still have the fastest car on the grid. And I'm telling you now, if Max had an opportunity to jump into that car tomorrow, he would. You know, so yeah. Obviously 26 is going to blow everything up, but those guys, you'd be insane to just walk out of there right now unless you've seen something for 26 that just terrifies you. But like, nobody knows, you know? Nobody knows. I want Max to win because McLaren doesn't deserve to win it. Yeah, it's tough. It's funny because like obviously they've won the constructors, right? And that's what they care most about. It's hard. I don't know. I don't know if I could say that. Like, it's hard because neither of the, it's like the drivers are the ones that deserve to win this, right? Neither one of them have really screwed this up. The team has just put them in unfortunate positions. Yeah. Like at some point you need to, I think you need to decide, you need to like put your big boy pants on and say, listen guys, this is what needs to happen for the sake of the team. We need to win both of these championships. We have the best car, you know, like it's, you know, we just need to make a decision and stick to this. And I think they needed to, what they should, look, I hate to say things like what they should have done. I'm not McLaren CEO level material by any stretch of the imagination. As a random dude who's a fan on the internet and likes to stream virtual racing, what I believe they should have done is set some kind of date, you know, after this Grand Prix. If after this Grand Prix, whoever is in first place in the championship, whoever's highest of the two of you guys, we will prioritize strategically for the next X number of races, 3, 4, whatever it would have been. And like that, like we're going to give you guys equal treatment in every single way possible. Obviously strategy is going to depend a little bit about where you are in that moment, in that race, how you qualify, etc. But like, I think you have to set some kind of deadline, especially when you guys might breathing down your neck. I think you have to do it. And I think we're seeing in real time why you needed to do it. Should have done it 3 or 4 races ago. We should have never gotten to this point. He should have locked the thing up a race or 2 ago, but what are you going to do? Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, it's hard to say how Max feels. I know he's really, you can tell he's really excited about the endurance component of what he's going to do in the future. I just hope, as a fan of Formula One, I hope he doesn't go for a while. Really don't want to see him leave anytime soon. I don't think anybody who really likes the sport of Formula One should want to see him leave right now. It would be horrible for the sport. It would be horrible for the sport. Like his talent is on such a level. It would be like Lewis leaving in 2015, or you know what I mean? Like it would just be crazy. It would be crazy to me. I can't even imagine it. Yeah, can't even imagine it. So he needs to stay, I think, for the sake of Formula One. Hopefully he can just continue to do what he does and compartmentalize things and not give a shit about, you know, the stuff that he doesn't like, and just focuses on the stuff that, you know, he's passionate about, because the sport is infinitely better with him in it. I don't think anybody can deny that. So That again is coming from a Lewis Hamilton fan. I want him in. We need him in the sport for a long time. So yeah. Keezer, how are your Mustang times? Struggling a little bit. Best I can get to 45.2. I've gotten to 40 or 50. I've gotten a 52. But it's not pretty. I haven't done any qualifying really. I've just been doing like race simulation stuff. I say simulation. 5 or 6 laps in a race setup. I haven't run a full tank or I haven't really done a lot of practice. So I can get to the 52s, but it's not pretty. Long term, he'll move, not yet. Yeah, he's definitely going to go. He talks way too much about Daytona, Le Mans, Spa 24, Nurburgring 24. Like, he's going to do all of those. I cannot wait. I'm so excited for the day that he does it. But the other side of it is we'll lose him in Formula One, and that's obviously terrible. So I just hope he times it perfectly. You know, like he's still almost at the top of his game, where he can go to endurance and just absolutely kick some ass, but not leave a ton of time where he could have been doing similar in Formula One on the table. Because, I mean, I just can't even fathom what this year would have looked like without him. It would have been really boring. Because the two teammates, like this isn't a situation where we had Mercedes with Hamilton and Rosberg, right? Where they were literally like, they hated each other effectively for a few years. And that made for at least exciting racing or exciting weekends, even if the racing wasn't great necessarily. It at least made for exciting drama, and it gave you a reason to tune in and get excited about it. And they were making contact with each other a lot, you know. That was fun. In this case, these guys, they've been so passive towards one another. I thought today was going to be the day, actually. I thought today was going to be the day the two of them actually finally came together and like kind of literally fought it out on the racetrack. And I think Lando kind of got caught out by the really quick light. That light went real quick. And I think he got caught out a touch. And so for that reason, I think that's why he just wasn't there in turn one to do anything. But I do think if they had gotten basically the same start, I feel like we would have seen some fireworks today. Oh, How can the same big brain? Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what to say to that, you mad. I don't even know, brother. I get the sentiment. Like, you want to let these guys go out and earn it themselves and not gimp one of your drivers. Like, I get it. If I'm one of the drivers, I don't want to be told, hey, look, man, I know you were kicking ass for a while early in the season, but he's kind of got you right now, so we're going to need you to pump the brakes and let him win this championship. I think if somebody came to me and said that, I don't know what I would do. I think my first instinct would tell them, you know, to go fuck themselves. But then realize I've worked for them and they pay me $20 million a year, and I probably just need to suck it up and do what they say. But it wouldn't go over well. I can tell you that. Once the record. Yeah, it's hard to see how he doesn't win another, 3. So, at least. But yeah, I could see him getting to 4. I could see him getting to 8 for sure. It's going to be interesting. It's like he's going to need to make the right strategic decision. And so will Red Bull have the car for 26? Obviously nobody knows. It seems difficult to suggest that they won't be in contention. They haven't screwed this up yet, Even when Mercedes was dominating and Ferrari was like the number 2 for a while in like the 2017-18 timeframe, like Red Bull wasn't that far off, They weren't that far off. They were not a Ferrari of 25. Like, they haven't screwed it up that bad in the last 10 years or more. So it's hard to think that they would just be completely out of the show, because they just haven't shown that yet. So of all the teams that have been most consistent over the last however many years, I mean, I guess it has to be Mercedes, but after that, it would certainly be Red Bull. Yeah, if Max was driving the McLaren, this thing would have been over by summer break. Like, no question. I think he'd beat either one of the McLaren guys head to head in the same car, all like constantly. I don't even think it would be close. That's just this guy's 2 cents. He's just too good. I mean, he has the skill is on another level, but what he's got in spades is the confidence, and it just, you know, he's got it to a degree that's just, yeah, it's crazy. What's up, Peter? How you doing, dude? This is Nurburgring. Yep. Yeah, I mean, since yesterday, I won't touch Watkins now. Still young, could retire and do endurance for fun. Yeah, for sure. I just hope that he does it like when he's still pretty young and still like super competitive. I mean, all these guys are falling off at some point in time. I want to make sure I hear the thing. All right, so we got like 4 minutes till quali opens. Again, the plan is I'm not running for championships. You know, I joined the season halfway through. My plan is to sit at the back of the field like normal and do my best to drive through it as far as I can without making contact or messing anybody up. That's the plan. Yeah, it's a good question, Legal. How much of it was Newey and Horner? That's a really good question. Impossible to say, right? I mean, you would have to think leadership matters. I think, yes, the 1,500 people in the background are super, super important. The guy behind the wheel is incredibly important. Leadership matters 100%. Anybody that denies that is kidding themselves at best. Yes, I have seen that. I think it was at Spa, wasn't it? Can you tell me what you use for fuel? Currently use Crew Chief. I use something called Joel Real Timing, otherwise known as JRT. It's an old school app. You have to Google it. I use it as my fourth screen. I have like standings, dashboard, track map, and then I have chat and everything here in the bottom right. So I use it for all of that. That's why I don't have anything like actually on my screen, because everything's up there that I might need. It also happens to have a fueling component to it. Wait, what? Drive through the pits, you get black flag. Yeah, I mean, I can 1x them. I can do different things.
I like this peanut gallery at turn 1.
I also I don't want, it's open qualifying, so I don't want to get in anybody's way. You know what I mean? Like, I would rather just sit back and.
Anyone said to me today. Thanks.
And
we're chittering with the reverse entry.
Be chill.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, no problem, brother. No problemo.
The baby driver.
What's up, Bag? Interesting to see how they handle the new regs with new guys in charge. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's going to be a huge question mark. You have to think Max feels comfortable with it, otherwise he would not have stayed. I think we forget, I mean, it was just a couple months ago, like, it was very possible he would be going to Mercedes in 2 months.
Make sure Jason gets us on the stream.
Crazy to think, actually.
Hello.
Yeah, Red Bull's been there, man. I mean, it's so easy to forget. I like to go through, I don't know if you guys do this or I'm just a complete psycho. I like to go back almost every year. Almost, or actually, probably actually, I go back and watch Drive to Survive from the start every year and watch the whole thing all the way through. It's actually cool. It's super cool to go through and see, like, you forget the Ricardo years, you know? Yeah, it's something I like to do, but they're always there. You've never seen Drive to Survive? You gotta watch Drive to Survive. It's phenomenal. It's so good. It's so good. They did such a good job with that. No, you're kidding me, right? Noah, you're joking with me. There's no way. No way you don't know what Drive to Survive is. Yeah, I do that too. I actually just went back and watched Brazil 2019? I like to do that too. Serious as a heart attack. God damn, son. All right, look. So it's a documentary series where they being Netflix, follow the Formula One circus effectively for the entire season. And so then they do like a 10 episode, show that they release in March every year that shows you last season and everything that happened throughout the entire season. It's basically like a drama series. I'd say for the diehards, it's a drama series. It got a lot of people in the United States into Formula One for sure. It's definitely dramatized. It's definitely played up for Netflix, so it's not like a pure documentary or anything, but it's awesome. I mean, it's peak content in January and February when I'm like doing this on Sundays and shit, like waiting for racing to start. You know what I mean? Like seriously. It gets so bad. I mean, my hand starts twitching and shit so bad. I'll watch the fucking Daytona 500 of all things. Like I literally watch NASCAR in February because I'm dying for racing, which actually starts in March. Really late March. So rough out there. It's been going like 6 years. I think they have like six seasons maybe. Not into the Kardashians. It's good, brother. If you've never seen it, you should watch it. Watch it at a time when you're just dying for some motorsports. That's when it really excels. Oh, what I'll also say, if y'all haven't seen stuff like that, there's a series on Netflix on YouTube. What the hell is it called? It's on the Porsche channel. Shit. Just look up Porsche Michael Fassbender. And has anybody seen this? Please tell me I'm not the only person that's seen this. Please. The F1 TV. Yeah, you can go back. You can watch stuff from like the 80s even. It's just not, yeah. You can watch some old stuff. Okay, thank you. Somebody's seen it. It's awesome. So basically, Michael Fassbender, the actor, decides that he has had a childhood dream and wants to participate in Le Mans 24, right? He basically works his way. He's like, hey, I want to do this. They're like, okay, cool. You can be a gentleman driver. Effectively, you can pay your way through, just like many people do, actually. And started in Porsche Cup. Did a season of that. Then he did like 2 or 3 seasons in ELMS. And then got himself into running. He never did WEC, but he did Le Mans 24. I think he did it 2 times. So good. So good. I really enjoy that. I've literally watched that 5 times probably. That's really good. And then Porsche also has a really good documentary where I forget what year it was. It was a couple of years ago, but they basically followed Michael Fassbender. They followed also Porsche. There was a season where they had Le Mans and Nurburgring, the 2 24-hour races, 2 of the biggest 24-hour races of the year, back-to-back weeks. And so they followed a team basically go through and do both races in back-to-back weeks and did it like documentary style. It's like an hour and a half. It's so cool. If you like sports car racing, if you like endurance racing, there's so many good things on YouTube in that world. It's kind of insane. Is he going to? I actually was Googling that the other day. I couldn't find it. Yes, the Garage 56 thing was super awesome. Yeah, that was great. I have it printed out. I sent you an email. We're in the middle of a race. I can't check my email. The Merc battle, that was 2016. That was the year that Hamilton had too many mechanical failures and Nico Rosberg won the championship. Not salty at all. Brazil 2010 or 12, yes, I have definitely seen that one. Yeah, there's some phenomenal races. Go back and watch some of the championship deciders. That's one of them. There's a bunch. I mean, the race that was it Brazil 20 or maybe it was like 2007, 2008, the year that Hamilton won the championship on literally the last corner of the season because Glock screwed up or did something. Like so much good stuff, man. So much good stuff. 24 Hours of Dubai. I've not seen that. The modern day. It's funny to hear them talk about. It is funny to hear like the Hendrick guys talk about going to Le Mans. Like it's weird actually. I don't even know how to describe it, but worth watching for everyone. So yeah, there's great stuff, man. What I need to do maybe is like go get a bunch of links and like pen them in my Discord or something. Because I always tell people about these things or we talk about them, and I never like try to like help people find them. But okay, cool. Yeah, I guess they do have the Asian Le Mans series is going on right now, right? Or it goes on during the wintertime. It's kind of the only, you know, kind of real racing going on throughout the winter. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. They start like right as Formula One ends, and they finish right as everything else kind of picks back up. But yeah, man, I love that stuff. I could sit there for hours and hours and just soak it all up. I wish I could just, I'll drive a GT3 car one time around Daytona. I'll do it at 20 miles an hour. I'll go super slow. Just want to see it one time, and just so I can sit there on the banking and just be like, holy shit. Is there a good ever website? So the best thing to do with that, honestly, is to get a subscription to something like NordVPN, and then just watch it all on YouTube. Because you can say, hey, I'm in Brazil or somewhere, and it'll be like, hey, cool. You're allowed to watch it on YouTube. That's how I watch the Daytona 24. I just VPN to like Canada or UK or somewhere, and then I can just watch it on YouTube. Commercial free. International coverage. It's incredible. That's, in my opinion, the best way to do it. And Nord, I mean, you can get some really cheap deals for, if you commit to like 2 years of service, you can get it real cheap. I literally consider my NordVPN subscription as like my
Thank you.
endurance racing streaming subscription. That's literally all I use it for. It's totally worth it. All right, I'm gonna hop up. Actually, I'm not. We still got plenty of time. I just need to pee before we get going. And then we'll let it eat. Oh, do they? Interesting. Yeah, I was paying for it monthly for a little while, and then they sent me an email. They were like, hey, would you like to have, 3 years of service for like $30? I was like, matter of fact, yes, I would. So I don't know what the actual deal was, but it was something crazy, and I was like, yeah, I'll definitely take that. Yes, please. But a lot of it you can't just watch on YouTube. The IMSA stuff you can't because they have a deal with NBC, so it's all on Peacock. And like WEC you can't because they have their own app. WEC's actually really hard to watch. Even the app, like they don't have an app for like, I have a NVIDIA Shield that I use on my television down here. They don't have an app for that. Yeah, they do have HBO. That's a good call. I feel like that's too expensive for WEC. HBO, I don't know what it is, but that's something like $17 to $20 some a month, something like that. I feel like that's a little too much. So I actually got the WEC app this past year. It was like $30, something like that for the full season. And to be fair, you can cast from that to my Shield or any kind of Chromecast device. And that actually worked pretty good. The unfortunate thing is, like, most of the time, most of those races start at like 4 a.m. Eastern, because it's like it's in Bahrain or whatever. So unless it's like COTA, which you don't get, or Le Mans, which you don't get as part of that subscription, if it's like Brazil or something that's kind of for us, yeah, WEC, they'll put stuff on YouTube a week after, but you can't watch anything live through there. And in fact, I couldn't even find a country that I could VPN to and watch WEC on YouTube. It is really fascinating to me that it's so difficult. These are really cool sports, really cool racing series that are really challenging to follow. LT, what's up, brother? Yeah, exactly. If you're in the US, it doesn't come with COTA or Le Mans, which is really stupid. Well, all I did, so I had the subscription, right? So all I did was my NVIDIA Shield has a NordVPN app on it also. So I literally just VPN to the UK and then I used my credentials and it worked. So nice. Yeah, the problem, Noah, is, I mean, they've got money. It sounds real stupid. What I'm about to say sounds dumb, but you're just going to have to trust me on this. Because people also are like, why the hell would F1 go to Apple TV? Like, basically the sport can just say, hey, you know, we don't want to deal with all the broadcasting. Like IMSA, great example. IMSA's like, we don't run the cameras. We don't do any of that. We don't do that stuff. We just put the race on. NBC, you guys can come in here. You put your cameras all over the place. You bring the commentary. You broadcast the signal all around the country. You do all that stuff. And for that, you'll give us X number of dollars every year. You know what I mean? Like, there's a huge cost and expertise involved in broadcasting that they don't have to deal with. And so basically they just say, hey, oh, you're going to give me $1 billion, not that much, but you're going to give me a couple tens of millions of dollars a year to have the rights to broadcast our stuff. And you're going to do all of the work to distribute it, you know, like do all of the thing. Sure. You know, that's how it works. And it is kind of crazy, but when you start thinking about it from, you know, the business person side of IMSA, who's like, hey, we could either make a whole bunch of money from NBC to do this for us, or we can go and invest millions of dollars trying to put this on ourselves in addition to trying to run the series. And it's like, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, I think they went to Apple because they just paid a lot of money. To be fair, I don't think it even matters. Like, I think it could have been anybody. It's not a ton more than ESPN was paying, but at the same time, like, I don't think they really give a shit about the numbers. I don't think they care. Like, they literally already have between 60 and 70 million people watching their races every single weekend anyway. I don't really think they give a shit about that. And, you know, the difference in the United States, I mean, what? 700, 800, 900,000, maybe 1 million people watch the race in the United States every week. That's nothing compared to the other 65 million people watching it all over the world. So the difference between being on ESPN and being on, you know, Apple TV, it's not really that important in their viewership. And it's tens of millions of dollars more. So I really do enjoy reading the commentary from people on Reddit, though, that seem to know a lot about business. That talk about how stupid of a move that was. And it's just like, man, y'all just, I don't know. Cool. They don't care. They just want to make money. That's all. So that's why if you go and look, actually, one of the Formula 1's a great one to do this with, but if you go through and look at like WEC's another one. Just go and try to like do a Google search, you know, how do I watch WEC in Brazil? And then you'll find a page and it literally shows every single freaking country and then what person has the rights to broadcast it in their country. And they literally are selling those rights to dozens and dozens of different outlets that are just literally paying them for the rights to broadcast in their country. Like, they're making so much money on those TV deals. It's insane. It's insane. Yeah, as long as, I mean, if they're still doing F1 TV, what I'm really concerned about is I really hope that we get the Sky Crew still. Because I really like Martin Brundle, personally. I think he is an absolute gem. His insights are spot on. He's my favorite. It's not even close. Yeah, and they buy the rights. There's also a huge holdup because they still think eyeballs are cable TV. I don't know, man. I think those people are probably smarter than you think. I think they all realize that the world has shifted. I think a great example of that is the recent deal with NFL Sunday Ticket having gone to YouTube and YouTube TV. Like, I think that move alone spoke volumes to how major sports across the globe understands how that transition has happened. Like they know who's eating their lunch. You know, these people they're running multi-bajillion-dollar businesses. They know what's going on. Porsche Cup's not on there anymore. Oh, interesting. So the Porsche Cup stuff generally goes on YouTube, I think. All right, I got 2 minutes. I'm gonna pop up, hit the restroom real quick, and then I'll be back to talk about this stuff because I love it. All right, I'll be back. All right, so I got Nurburgring R1 loaded. Probably should have done some kind of lap, but whatever. We're ready to roll. I ran a couple before I went live, so. All right. Yeah, I just hope that. So F1 TV is still a thing. If you have an Apple TV subscription, you just are able to use that to log into F1 TV. For me, it's going to be more expensive because I just have the basic F1 TV thing. I don't have the like 4K version that costs more money. I just have the basic one. I think I pay like $70, $80 a year for F1 TV right now. So that's going to like practically double, which is unfortunate, but I'm willing. I think my kids will be happy to have Apple TV. But yeah. Yeah, like you got a note saying that the ability to log into it like directly is going away, but the service is remaining. You're just going to have an Apple TV subscription to access it. Why am I like choking? Something like that. I'm like fucking dying here. All this yapping.
Thanks for coming out, everybody. Second to last round of the season here, and we have a large grid. It should be a fun race. Usual stuff. You need to take fuel. You don't need to take tires. You have one fast repair. Let's keep it safe and easy early on.
P45. Holy
Somebody
shit.
asked in Discord, and I'll repeat here, on pit entry, no additional rules outside of what iRacing enforces as far as cutting the entry. So
Smart.
enter at your own risk there. Cars on track, watch out for cars rejoining, coming out of the pits. They obviously have a right to space on track and would love to avoid any collisions at the apex
No tires.
P1 there during the pit window. One note, we are having some technical difficulties on my end with the safety car generator.
I'm not mad about that.
So as a last-minute switch up here, we will not be running it tonight.
Good.
Again, no safety car generator, having issues getting it to trigger consistently since the last UI update, and don't want to have any glitches during the race. Good luck, have fun, and yeah, if there are any incidents, just keep it off the Discord chat or the Sim chat. Talk about it in Discord afterwards.
Yeah, you're gonna have Apple TV And that starts basically like first of the year, maybe something like that. Where did I find this group? I found them a long time ago, a couple of years ago, in fact. But then kind of came back to them maybe 2 years ago. I don't remember. Truth be told, it was probably like a Discord post or something, or a Reddit post. I think that's where I found most of them. Alright, I'm going to try to lock in. We're dead ass last, brother. P45. Holy shit. Alright, I'm going to try to focus, so. We need to do like a just chatting stream or something. I feel like there's a lot we could talk about.
Green flag, green flag.
I see safety car ahead of me. I can't see where it is. There it is. Don't come out here.
Clear on the left. Left side. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Clear. Right side.
Damn, Trey got a good start.
Clear. Car on. Clear. Car on your left. Clear on the left. Car on. Clear on the right.
Whew, alright. Lock it in. You gotta remember, I'm around a lot of the rookie class guys. They drive a little more erratically. Got the slow car notification again.
Clear.
Wide left or right. Don't get those mixed up.
Left side. Clear.
Whew! Yeah, it's funny you bring up the Fire TV thing. I ordered a TV like a year ago. Really looking for like the not the cheapest thing I could find, but pretty daggone cheap TV off Amazon. And I forget what brand I ordered. It was like TCL, something like that. And instead, they sent me a Fire TV that was probably double what I actually paid. And I thought to myself, did they do this intentionally? Like, to spread their seed, if you will? Would not surprise me in the slightest. That's some business espionage if I've ever seen it. Because they think, oh, we'll make more money giving this guy our TV.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Like literally, I think the TV I paid for was probably like $200. The TV they sent me was like 400. Spreading seeds, Zach.
881.
That's what we're here to do, brother.
Left side. Clear.
All right, catching back up to Trey. Another car. Don't see it. If I ever get that sequence of corners down, it's gonna be a great day. All right. Little gap now. We got to close it up. We're with P32. Ooh, we got 40 people in here. Welcome, people. Nice to see you. My name's Chris. Yeah, I stream real racing, fake cars. Actually, virtual. We'll say virtual. It sounds better. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Hope you enjoy yourself. I try to entertain. These league races, I do a little, put my head down a little bit and don't talk quite as much as the normal official race we do during the week. I'll try to give you a little bit of a show as we go. So I hope you enjoy yourself. I actually have another league race on Wednesday night back here at Nurburgring. I believe it's the final round for Elbows Out Racing. And hopefully our boys Peter and Colin are going to wrap up the championship.
Right side.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Clear.
My bad, dude.
Shit, really? So now that this season's coming to an end, I have to decide how I'm going to approach some of these league races next year. Am I going to like try to go for it, you know, and qualify and go a little try hard, or are we just going to keep being casual and starting from the back and having as much fun as possible? Maybe I'll run a poll, see what you guys think. I really enjoy doing this personally. I think it's a lot of fun. I think people would probably like to see me be a little competitive too, though. Try hard. Oh, I want to see that LMU comment. I've been playing some LMU too. Ooh, baby. Oh. Can we make it work? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Don't you do it.
Car right. Clear.
Yes, serious.
55.014.
Excuse me. I personally believe that it is. And I'd love to talk more about it. Unfortunately, I'm not sure I have the cognitive load to do both at the moment. But I personally believe this is the best place to be if you want to do online competitive racing. Especially if your goal is GT3. I mean, it's where the most people spend their time in iRacing. It is easily the most competitive space to be. All the special events, leagues, endurance. I mean, if you're into that stuff, hard to go wrong. LMU's cool. I've got some issues with it personally with my setup. but I still dabble. In fact, just this week I was trying to see if I could address some of the issues. Unfortunately, I have not. Or some of it's just their stuff, but anyway. Probably too much to get into right here, right now. Maybe after the race. It is a challenge. I don't, you're not alone, man. We all had to do it. But if you've got experience in like LMU and stuff, ACC, like, you'll get through it a lot faster than you think. One serious and one chill. I'm actually thinking about doing a couple different leagues. Thinking about doing one that I tried to do a season or so ago. They race on Tuesday nights. I just feel like leagues are more fun than just doing officials. So I mean, I'm going to race on Tuesday nights anyway, so why not just do a league, you know? Alright, Joshua's quick here, but he's also not making a whole lot of progress.
Left side, clear on the left.
Whew! Let's go. Do elbows out with Colin. Could do. I think we all need to like get together and talk about that. Come up with a plan. I know you said you want to take a break. You don't even want to do it just casually? 5 leagues a week, 4. I just think they're fun. I mean, even if I can't make them all work, it's still fun to just jump in, you know? So you're taking a big break. All right. Won't be the same. Something I like about being casual about it, I just kind of sit down, jump in, and let it eat. I don't even have to think about it, you know. I do really enjoy that. It is nice. No sweaty approach, no practice, just rip. If it goes well, cool. If it doesn't, so be it. Next week. Alright, P28. Sam Soyd.
54.007. New fast flat for you.
Yeah, the biggest issue I have with LMU, it does not properly support triple ultra-wide setups. I have made multiple threads for like more than a year, and it's a lot of other people are experiencing the same thing. The game looks pretty okay, but the UI is like really stretched out. Like it's very jarring. Like all the UI elements, the mirror, the 60 board, the green lights, it all looks horizontally really stretched out. Oh, come on. I know that like triple ultra wide is not super common, not gonna be high on their to-do list, and that's totally fine, but it's really annoying for me. Yeah, I think it depends on some of the car. Some are pretty decent. Mustang sounds pretty good in there. Jesus, what are we getting into?
Right side, clear on the right. Car right. Clear on the right.
How did Trey get through all these cars? He's at the front. I totally could. I totally could.
56.206.
think it would be more fun to try to pick them off one at a time, though, no?
Car right. Clear.
I don't know how we got into this little pickle. Yeah, I should be able to box at any point. Actually, just now, I think the window just opened. Oh, don't hit it, fucker.
You cut the cord. You've got to slow down and give up that time.
Horse cover. Craig also.
Now I'm gonna wait.
Right side. Clear. Car right.
If I am, I don't mean to be.
Clear on the right.
I did actually just barely make up an adjustment to my brake earlier today because I feel like I'm trying to trail brake, and then I put this UI element back up so I could actually see if I am when I think I am, and I wasn't. It was actually off the brake. I was like, oh, need to make an adjustment. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, I see the Corvette. No, I guess that's just the lights. I saw it. I see what you're talking about, but there's other lights in there for that car. Freaking slow down. I know somebody got it. Hopefully it's not lagging. Unfortunately, I can't see that right now.
I'm pitting this lap, Chris.
Yes, sir. Roger. Good man. Which pedals?
54.3.
This is, I'm using the active pedals.
Right side.
Fuck.
Clear.
I don't think I was actually slipping. I think I was, or I thought I was. Try to catch it, I don't actually think I was. If I'd stayed in there, I think that would have, overtake would have been done. I think my way through here is faster. Unfortunately, I can't really do it when I'm right behind somebody. Oh, come on. Ooh. Disappearing Merc. What's my pace here? 54.7.
54.7.
Definitely not going very fast, but having fun. Trying different lines out to see if I can, you know, get alongside at an opportune place. Maybe go around the outside. Whew! Definitely was losing that one. Just trying everything I can. Ooh, that caught the freaking grass. That was driver error. Get the spring kit for it. Are you talking about the active pedals? You can use RaceLab for free. There's some features, some things you can only enable for the Pro thing, though.
Austin, gonna take the race.
Too many things to know exactly which ones are which, but... Probably should have boxed by now, huh?
54.
See if we can go around the outside here.
Right side. Clear on the right. Right side. Clear.
Dang it. Tyler? Golly.
Left side. Clear on the left.
GT3 race, I'm gonna set up.
The car looks fine. No damage to report.
I think I'm just gonna box. Kinda hate to do it, because I'd love to get this overtake done, but I haven't been able to get a move. Alright, don't screw up the entry. Peter's like, would you just pit already?
Car on your left. Clear. Pit box in 10,
Little time for a throat clear.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Skirt! I used Morad stuff for a little while, but I didn't really like it. I ended up going with, what's his name? Baldwin. I ended up using his profile.
Thanks, Aaron.
Funny you mentioned the ABS effect. I actually, it is on right now.
Clear.
The other day I turned it off because I felt like I was actually losing time. I don't have enough imperial evidence to prove that, but I definitely felt better with it off, which is weird. I've turned it back on, but I've changed the settings dramatically. So we'll see. I need to test it a lot. So yes, right now it is on. Muted, not muted, I'm good. Oh, weird. Hopefully it's not me. If it is, I apologize. My internet was acting stupid yesterday, but I haven't had any issues today. Okay. Alright, so we can find a little bit of pace. I don't have anybody directly in front of me, so that's kind of cool. I can actually pay attention to the markers on the ground and around the racetrack. See how we do.
Right side. Clear.
Clear. But yeah, I appreciate the, I've seen a couple subscriptions come in tonight that don't get read on the alerts because people have their stuff marked as private sometimes too. So I see those come in. I appreciate those. Thank you for that. Subscriptions on YouTube tell YouTube I'm doing something correct. So appreciate the vote of confidence. Alright. These boys. The guy directly ahead of me has not boxed. The others have. I was losing so much time in practice through these corners earlier. Oh gosh, I need to get there. I need to do something.
Then want to slow up for you. Jumps right.
Left side. Clear.
I thought he was defending at first. I was like, well shoot, I want to go to the inside. And then he let off. I'm glad I started going to the right. I might, or yeah. Glad I went to the right. I might have hit him. Alright, so these guys have box. These are all for position. Ah, it's a... How's that not a 1X? Y'all hyped for Spa Week? Starts tomorrow. Should be exciting. IMSA at Spa and iRacing is something special. Very excited for that myself. Yeah, I'm excited. Just the chaos of IMSA at a place like that is crazy. Hopefully it doesn't find me too much. But it'll be a good time. We'll get a lot of shorts out of it, that's for sure. You can bank on that. A little push there when you're behind somebody. Just not getting a run. I feel like I run into a wall here. Looks like 9 laps to go.
4.2.
Pretty much right on the money for fuel, which is always lovely. Oh, I thought you were going to send it.
Right side, clear on the right. Car on your left. Clear on the left. Left side, clear.
I'm trying, boys. I'm trying. God, I wish I could send it in there like I... This turn specifically, I feel like trying to kind of dime in the corner a little bit. It's so much better. At least it works out better for me. I can't do it when there's somebody directly in front of me, though. Oh, guys, could you... No. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. It's a freaking 8-second gap to the next guy, so... It seems to be the race. I mean, people are going to be boxing and coming back out, so... I'm kind of in a little bit of a draft train here. I can't make a whole lot of progress on him because he's got a guy that he's... pulling off of.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
All right. Jake, you were tough, brother. If you see this, nice defense. Shit. A little too early. Yeah, I like to go in like this, hard, stop, and then V it off and get a hell of a run out.
56 pity, 56 pity.
56. Damn, not you. Let's go. What's up, short? I try. I try. Alright, try to put a clean lap together here. Only got 12 minutes to go. And obviously there's a big gap, but I gotta imagine there's gonna be some people boxing that are gonna fill the gap. Woo-wee, let's go. Still just running 54s.
4.595. Car right.
Heading out.
Clear.
Don't look at that mirror too hard. See if I can get him to force a mistake. If he starts paying attention to me too much like that, it's kind of about the time mistakes start happening. I hate this corner when I can't do it the way I like to do it.
I'll shake the road sign.
It's not going to be this one. He turned it up a little bit.
4.6.
Yeah, so everybody ahead of us is boxed. This is pretty much my race. I doubt I'm going to catch anybody else. I've been abusing the hell out of the tires the whole race. The front's not loving me right now. Take it easy for a little bit. See if I can get up. Pull them down a touch. Bring them back to me, maybe. .153s. Yeah, I mean, I've run a 152. It's just not in this race. Unfortunately, I cannot trust myself to just go flat through there. Couldn't see that braking marker to save my life. Alright, I need to have a really nice final corner here. Appreciate that, Booms. Appreciate all the YouTube subscriptions tonight. Kind of you, and appreciate you. I don't know that I could do much better than that. I just can't get on them.
54.263. Car ride.
He fell for it. He fell for it.
Clear.
Let's go. Set him up perfectly. All right, y'all need to scuffle a little bit. Let me get out of Dodge.
Thanks, man. No problem.
Android.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, Steve.
Really need Jake to attack him now. Shit. Perfect. Right when I made a big mistake. That's exactly what I needed, thank you.
55.097.
My tires are cooked, by the way.
Thank you.
I don't like all the chatter, personally. But if these guys are saying, hey, go this way or go that way to overtake them, I'd like to hear it.
Car on your left. Clear.
I actually thought he was opening that up to let me go through, I'll be honest. I didn't realize he was going to go that wide and then try to come back into the racing line. Alright, so we'll have 3 laps at the line here. A lot of work. P16, hey. I'm not mad about that. 5 seconds up the road, I don't think we're going to get to Marshall. Maybe if I had listened to Peter earlier and boxed. But honestly, that was fun. I'd rather just do that and have a good time. I destroyed these tires. I was driving this thing way too hard for the entire race.
4.293.
Only need them to last 45 minutes, so.
Look at you.
Jake, I need you to attack him. Attack! I suck so hard. These 2 corners, I'm just, I cannot get a good rhythm. I either slow down way too much, or kind of blast through the first corner and can't get all the way back to the left to set up the next one. Person that put this technical track together knew one day I was going to race it, and I can't do it quite that well. Oh, fun times. Well, Trade definitely is gonna beat me this week for most overtakes, or I should say most positions gained. I guess it overtakes as well. He's up 32 spots in 12th place. Dang it. Still haven't even run a 53 in this race, which is crazy. Actually crazy. I mean, at this point, my tires are freaking cooked.
Correct, Nick Racer.
I wish people would not use that, unless it's like actually important. Hey, he's only 4 seconds ahead. I only have a lap and a half to go. We're on pace for that 53 finally. Tires are so bad, I can't even get back down. Watch. If I remember to look at the tread after, it probably still has like 80%. And they're not even that hot. Just wear them out. Kind of have to, I mean, you know. I guess you don't have to. I guess I could be more disciplined. And be more methodical. I guess, getting some of those overtakes done, but I don't know, man. I was just kind of rolling, going for it.
White flag.
I've been in ABS way more than I should. which is funny because I can feel it again, but also have a blue light that flashes on my dashboard when I'm in ABS.
53.991. That was your fastest lap of the session. You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
There's that 53. Atta boy. Look at you, a second and a half off the pace. Actually, I have no idea what the fast guys are running. I'm sure they're in the low 52s. It's funny though, because like at the start of the race, I'm around so many people, I don't really have a chance to feel it. Yeah, the best is a 52.2. I'm kind of surprised. Wouldn't be surprised if they were in the 51s, to be honest. Or wouldn't have been. Well, it's just the difference. I mean, I'm not starting up front. I'm literally starting dead ass last and just going for it. Whew. Well, I hope y'all have enjoyed this race. Gonna get to the end here. Then I'm gonna down this water because I feel like I'm dying inside. Yeah, I wish I'm not in the 52s, but I wish I were. $10X. All right, P16. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Ticket flag, ticket
And
flag.
she sputters. Bro. I guess I should have known better. I'm so glad my hand was not on that wheel. Man, that'd have been real bad. That thing... I need a camera back there so you can see what the hell just happened. Holy shit. Scared to touch the thing. Let me get out of the car. Was it the dude who hit me? Yeah, it was him. Oh, good stuff. That's good stuff. See, if anybody yells at me, that's always the best part. You know, just gotta check. Look in here, like, all right, any blue text? Anybody say, hey, Chris, you're an asshole? All right, good. We're good so far. We're good so far. I turned it on. I did. I want to go, man, I'd like to see that last overtake. I thought that one was actually pretty damn good. If I was,
Sorry, Forrest. I
do say
forgot
so
I
myself.
didn't have any front tires there at the last lap.
My tires were gone. All right, let's talk about this. I thought this was pretty cool. So, because a few laps earlier when I had an opportunity to try to overtake, he defended pretty hard to the inside. You never know what people are going to do. Sometimes they're going to do that. Sometimes they're going to be like, hey, I feel like this guy's a little faster. I'm going to let him go, whatever. You just don't know what people are going to do. Because I learned that on the previous lap, I knew he was going to go to the inside. So I waited, showed the nose. You could see him already. He's looking in his mirror. He's not looking forward. He's watching me. I showed it. He did it. Thankfully, too, I could see the board. Like, I can't see the board very well right now. But once he once he kind of does this number, I can see the board. I'm like, okay, I know I'm looking for the 100 because I got to start braking there. Then we're going to go to the outside. Because if I can hold it, we'll be to the inside for the next couple apexes. And sure as shit. Man, I could have done that a lot better. Get in there. Left him space, left him plenty of space. He knew what was coming. He was trying to stay there himself. Let's go. Yeah, that was awesome. It doesn't even look like much when you watch it from this perspective. I was pretty fired up about it when it happened. That's pretty cool. I'll take that. Stu, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Good times. Oh, I'm beat. I'm telling you, man. Doing one of these races, I feel like I was just working out for the last 45 minutes. A lot of fun. Lot of fun. Let's go. What's up, Nodwell? So should I have boxed earlier? I mean, probably. Probably. I don't know why Marshall was slowing down a lot. I mean, most of the guys ahead the last lap or so were in the 54s. So we weren't, wasn't like crazy slow. I felt real slow. I guess the front end, I mean, not being in the 53s, you're going to feel pretty slow. When I definitely should be at least in the 53s, but those tires were toast, man. Absolutely toast. Actually, how do you do the thing? Y'all can't see it, sorry. So left front's 80%. So it's just crazy. I called it. Left front's 80%. Right front's 83. The rears were 86 and 87. I don't understand that. I don't understand how those tires can feel that destroyed and still have 80% of their, I know it's their tread left, right? Yeah, tread remaining. I don't know. The temperatures are not high. Sorry to keep flashing my face at you. But I mean, the temps were not high. Oh, now it reset everything. But anyway, throughout the whole race, I mean, the temps were never really that high. I think the left front was somewhere in like the low 80s and the others were in the 70s. Like the track temp is 18 degrees. So the temps were never that high. I don't know why the grip was just gone. I was thrashing the tires. I need a recap from Nodwell. I need you to tell me later, like you were watching. What I mean, was I driving like a psychopath, like really just ripping those things up? But even still, you just feel like you just feel like they would have less tread, or maybe they'd be hotter. Some other kind of indicator other than just the actual performance of the tires. But I felt like the fronts are just sliding on me like crazy. So good times though, man. I'll take it. I will take it. So I enjoy league racing. You can really trust people. Get side by side. Send it in certain places. You know, kind of feel confident that people aren't just going to like destroy you for no reason at all. Makes it a lot more fun. All right, so we started 45th, finished 16th. I can't complain. I had 14 incident points though. That's a lot. Way more than normal. But these guys had quite a few too. I'm guessing they were all probably pushing that pushing the chicane pretty hard. That's an easy place here to get a bunch of 1Xs. Oh damn, he had 20. God, what was the... I didn't think it went that high. I thought at like 17 you got a drive-through or something. He only finished like 5 seconds behind me. Good stuff. Well, hope y'all enjoyed that, man. I certainly did. Oh, now I feel like I can take a freaking breath, man. Good times, good times. What do we got next week? I know IMSA. Y'all got to be fired up for IMSA, right? Please tell me I'm not the only one that's like fired up for IMSA at Spa. All right, so actually let's look at Draft Masters. I'm curious. What do they got next week? Oh my God, the 87s. Is that right? Is that what those are? Yeah, the 80s. That's unfortunate. I don't think I'm going to do any Draft Masters next week. I do enjoy that. I mean, for anybody that's new here, I like to left turn every once in a while too, but I generally stick to Draft Masters just because it's easy. And there's really nothing like super speedway racing, I won't lie. I really enjoy those. And with those, we definitely go into it like we're coming back with either the checker flag or the steering wheel. Pretty much nothing in between. So those are a good time. Porsche Cup. Not that I'm going to do it. That's right. Snetterton. Not that I'm going to do it either way, but just let some people know. I'm sure somebody wants to know what's going to be going out there. Hey, what's up, dude? Yeah, man, I hope you guys did too, man. It was a lot of fun to be out there racing again. I've had a great time. Shoot, I've done the last like 5 weeks in a row. I think, something like that. I've been doing the tray thing where just start at the back and just drive as far forward as I possibly can. So it makes for a lot of fun. I hope I don't piss people off back there. I really try not to, but you know, I try to be as clean as possible. Yeah. Okay, cool. Who's running? Some of the guys from Broken Wing? Or what is it? Valhalla? That's no fun. It's so much fun for me. It's so much fun. I mean, I got 29 overtakes done. It was a great time. I mean, not that I like actually had 29 overtakes, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I think we're still waiting on our second GT3 car to see if that car gets in. I think as of right now, we have one GT3 car, a GTP, and then we're trying to get a second GT3 car in, but I don't know what the verdict is on that. The not so fan. Okay, cool, man. That's awesome. Yeah, y'all will do quite well. Y'all will do quite well. Nice run from the back. Start was a mess. It was fun. Trey, hey Trey, what's up, dude? I guess you've noticed by now, but for the last 5 weeks or so that I've been running, I've basically been following your lead. Just start in the back, go as far forward as possible, and just try to have fun. And so, like every week, I'm kind of like, I mean, I'm not actually competing with you because you kick my ass every week, except for last week, by the way, which I won. But I try to beat you as far as getting more positions. I didn't get it this week. You finished 12th, I finished 16th. I mean, I did better than I thought I would. But yeah, I mean, you're a tough one to follow. So you had a hell of a start. I think I looked up at one point and you had jumped like 5 or 6 people ahead of me, and I was like, well, that's going to be tough to get. So, but lots of fun. I enjoy it. Now we're going to try out the GTP. Oof, that'll be a good time. The nice thing about, I mean, I guess you already know the league, understand how it works, but the nice thing about that league, I mean, they run that thing like a real tight ship, maybe an overly tight ship, but all the guys at SCR had nothing but nice things to say about the experience. So I'm sure y'all will have a lot of fun. Yeah, it really is, man. It's funny. I was talking about the whole time. I feel like I literally didn't run a 53 until the very end of the race. You know, it's like I because the entire time I had cars all around me. And so it was a lot. I think you said it perfectly. It is great practice because the entire time I'm sitting there like trying different lines. I'm trying to make, put my nose at a certain place to see if the car is going to react. The guy in front of me is going to react to me. So that tells me something about how maybe I can get to him in a later turn. It's like, if you want to practice your racecraft, that is a phenomenal way to do it. For sure. But yeah, so much fun. Yeah, I'm hoping we get our second GT3 car in there. Technically, I'm part of the second GT3 team. If we don't get 2 of them in there, I don't know what we'll do because I don't remember the name of the team before, what they were before, but one of the teams from GT3 last year dissolved, and now those guys are coming over and they're racing with us. We have a ton of people. I don't even know how many it is. Somewhere in the neighborhood of like 12 guys signed up for this thing. So splitting that between 2 cars. I mean, I honestly said today when we found out we might not get the second car in, I was like, I'll just step back. If that happens and we don't get the second GT3 car in, I'll just step out of it because I kind of came in late and we're bringing people in from another team. Like, I would love to do it, but I don't want to, I would hate to like, I don't know, screw that situation up. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it shakes out, but I'm hoping to do it for sure. But right now we just don't know. But I've also heard somebody was saying that they're having trouble filling the GT3 AM class and the LMP2 class. And I think we're hopeful that if that's true, and it stays like that, that maybe they'll take more GT3 Pros. So we'll see. But get caught in the wreck on the first lap. No, I didn't get caught in anything. I don't think I had any actual contacts in this race. I mean, a couple 0X's from battling, but no, I never got caught up in anything in this race. I think pretty much all of my X's came from the chicane, or what is that, turn 3-4, something like that. It's pretty much where all my stuff came from. Oh, all right, let's see. Asia Pacific, you boys are going to the Bend. I don't think I bought, yeah, no, I have not. Will not be doing that. America's Mid-Ohio, actually severely underrated course. It's unfortunate you're going to compete with IMSA at Spa, but if you don't like the sweaty nature of IMSA at Spa, that is a severely underrated combination. GT3 cars at Mid-Ohio. Oh, Sachsenring, also a cool track. I haven't raced it much. I think that's the track I learned the Porsche Cup car on 2 seasons ago, something like that. Pretty cool racetrack. Highly recommend. I'm guessing these aren't going to get a lot of play this week because of IMSA. But I would imagine that people that are not super interested in the chaos that will be IMSA at Spa will probably deviate to some of those. The Jello and GT3 cars is okay. I'm not a huge fan of it personally, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that are going to enjoy that quite a bit. And then, of course, IMSA is at Spa. So, cool. I'll definitely be there tomorrow night, man. So let's see. Trying to think of the rest of my week. So we've got IMSA's at Spa tomorrow. I'll definitely be streaming officials pretty much as soon as I can. I always forget when the turnover is. It's either 7:45 my time or 8:45 my time. I'll be live for one of those. I don't know which. As soon as I figure all that out, I'll create like a going live stream. 7:45. Okay, I'm not sure if I'll make that one, but I'm gonna try. So that's the plan for tomorrow. Tuesday, I'm debating. So some of the guys have been here for a long time. Wade might remember this. I did a league a while ago. Honestly, I don't even remember when this was. It was probably in the spring. Was it in the spring? Yeah, I think it was in the spring. And they had the first race I did, and the only race I did with them was they had like their endurance week, and it was at Imola. So it was a 90-minute race at Imola. And I did the thing that I did here, and I started at the back because I didn't know anybody. I had no idea. I was just like, you know what? I'm not in the middle of their championship. I don't want to get involved in anything. I'm gonna start at the back and just drive, and whatever happens, happens. So I had a nice little run going, and then I had contact with this one guy. And then like freaking World War III started because somebody that used to be in the stream or in my chat was also in that league and sending people like clips and stirring up all sorts of bullshit. And they started posting all these negative things on my YouTube page. Like it got crazy, like literally in the span of 24 hours. So I was like, well, fuck this, I'm out. So I never raced with them again. But then I thought, you know what? Maybe I should go back. Maybe I should go back and give it another try. So Tuesday, they're racing at, I believe, let me double check. It's like right here. Yeah, December 2nd. They're at Spa. Also an endurance race. Yeah, who shall not be named. That's right. Banned words around here. But yeah, they're racing at Spa, 90-minute race on Tuesday. So I'm thinking that could be fun. So we could practice on Monday night, do a league race on Tuesday, and then Elbows Out has their final race of the season on Wednesday night, actually back here at Nurburgring. And then I probably won't do anything Thursday, Friday, and then come back for the weekend. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's kind of my plan for the rest of the week. We'll see how things really shake out. But I'll post updates on Discord and all that stuff. I'll definitely be live tomorrow. So hopefully have a better idea what the plan is then. Trash for making gripper jokes. Yeah. Kids. I mean, yeah. You know, high school aged kids. It's easy to forget, you know? It's easy to forget. Not all of them are, you know, immature, but a lot of them are. You know what I mean? Hey, if you'd seen me on YouTube when I was 15 years old, if YouTube was a thing when I was 15 years old, I'd have been doing the same dumb shit. Not even gonna lie. Not even gonna try to hide it. Like 100%. So I get it, but I don't want to deal with that crap. I just want to go live from my basement, make cargo fast as I can, at least. Have a lot of fun, entertain you guys. Just, you know, I don't need any more than that from it. You know what I mean? So I'm cool with it. Oh. Man, oh man. What do you guys got going on this week? Dang. Anything else you guys want to chat about? I love the whole like just chat thing we had going on before the race started. To be honest, if I was just gonna like do a normal official race, I probably wouldn't have. I would have just sat there and talked to you guys about McLaren and all that crap for 2 hours. To be honest. Well, so what's your normal work schedule look like? I cannot believe tomorrow is December 1st, by the way. Literally blowing my mind. Can't believe it. I'm actually curious. Are any of our setups posted yet? I mean, wait a minute. No, you can't forget that. Let's see what these set. I want to see what this looks like weather-wise. Ford Mustang GT3. Take a gander. See what pit. Oh, it looks like the normal one. Good. What's up, L? Are you close? Close for promotion with the new season? I'm actually going to lose my A license in oval. Sad. I'm too addicted to Draft Masters, man. Can't help myself. 7P to 7A. So Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. Not too bad. Sounds like my wife's old schedule when she worked nights in the hospital. She would have like 7P to 7A shifts. Those are brutal, man. I'm not built for that myself. The fact that I woke up naturally at 6:30 this morning is quite literally a miracle. We don't have any sets yet. Wait. Oh, yeah, we do. Always looked for Spa. That's not Spa. Let's see. Actually, let me look. Let me look. Somebody posted the times. Who's fastest? So Ford's pretty much the call this week. Shocker. It looks like Grid and Go has the fastest. Hymo's pretty quick. I mean, they're all pretty quick. Obviously, they're all pretty quick. Way faster than I'm going to go. But it looks like Grid and Go, then Hymo and P1 docs are pretty much the same, and then VRS is like 1/10.5 off. So let's start with VRS, or do we have? No, we don't. Dang it. Start with Hymo. Maybe run a couple laps. Is this GP pits? Yeah, season 4. Cool. E-Race. 6 Degree Wang. I'm kind of curious what the Rouge is going to feel like in this car. I'm pretty sure I've never driven this thing here. This could be fun. So it makes scheduling to be on endurance team difficult. Yeah, good call. I mean, honestly, man, like, I would just join a league and show up whenever you can show up, you know? Still get a lot of the benefits. I mean, yeah, it sucks that you can't make it every week, but you still get a lot of benefit. They don't cost anything, you know, so it's not like you have to pay in. I mean, the vast majority of them don't cost anything. I think the only one I've ever really paid to be a part of was PRL. Honestly, that was worth it too. I'll be honest. But my God, that was the sweatiest thing I've ever done in iRacing. It was fun. I had a lot of fun doing it, but it was like it burnt me out. It's funny, the year or the season, I guess, that they were like, "Hey, we're shutting down." Also happened to be, I was gonna shut it down for myself. I was gonna take a season off. So, yeah, it gets real sweaty, real difficult, and I just wanted a season away from the prep. Like, our whole team was in it. I think we had like 10 dudes in Discord every Tuesday night or whatever it was. Oh yeah, cold tires. Forgot about that. Hold, please. Super competitive, super fun. I mean, like, literally guys from the Ferrari esports team, Baldy, I think that's how you said his last name. Like, that guy was winning the PRL league. Like, the actual Ferrari esports dude. Like, seriously? So I was, the first 2 seasons, I believe I was in the AM class. And I was fighting for the championship each time. I got close on the second one. I didn't quite get it. Ooh. Sketchy. But yeah. 3.9 IRs at 1,000 to be killing me. Well, I mean, you got what you need to get your license, so as long as you got your NPR done, you're good. Oh boy. Obviously not paying too much of attention here. Going to eventually conversation with the police department. Oh, that's right. Sanity maintenance for staying at the job. Yeah. I mean, you gotta have your sanity. We can't have that. Oh my goodness. What's the point, you know? Alright. Let's get a new car. This is why we practice. So 6-wing is aggressive. Actually, you know what? Let me double check. I don't even know in this car. Yeah. She got squirrely before I even got into the corner. I mean, certainly hitting the curb didn't help anything, but I think it was on its way out regardless. What is the lowest wing in this car? Holy shit, you can go down to 1? Okay. Well, that's fascinating. Race. Alright, 6 degrees. That is something. What insanities would DQ me from the police department? Wait, what? Well, I hope it works out for you, brother. I feel like that's one of those jobs where you, like, not everybody gets in the first time. You know what I mean? Like, it takes a couple attempts to show them that that's really what you want to do. You know what I mean? I don't know that for a fact, but I feel like I've heard that. Also got to remember, we're going to have way warmer tires by the time we start these races. getting a full lap around here for, oh, I guess it's not a full lap, is it? Never mind. I lied. Long story short, earlier not to even take it work on your mental health. That's bullshit, man. Fucking hate that, I'll be honest. As somebody who struggled with that stuff in the past, recent past, like, the thought process that that's like a taboo topic fucking infuriates me, I'll be very honest with you. I guess in that world, maybe there's a reason, and that's an extremely difficult job. Takes, I'm sure, an insane toll on a lot of people's mental health. So maybe it's different there. But I don't know. It's a challenge. When I hear that, it pisses me off, to be quite honest. The thought process that you can't be open about stuff that you're dealing with is kind of, how the fuck do you expect people to like figure things out, you know? But I guess trying to be objective about it. I guess I can kind of see where that comes from. Yeah, that's fucked, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I guess the sad truth is you kind of have to be a little bit more selective in how you talk about that. But I wouldn't take that as a sign to say, I can't talk about this because, you know, maybe just not in certain circles. But good on you for working on that shit. I don't get too personal with that sort of stuff when I talk about it here, but I mean, I know I've talked about it in the past. It's just super important. Super, super important to work through that stuff. Nobody else is going to do it for you, you know what I mean? Give me some warm tires. Pressures aren't even up yet. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I kind of get it. I kind of get it. I mean, like I said, it's gotta be one of the most stressful jobs in the world. Plus, you know, you're walking around with firearms. You gotta take that shit seriously for all sorts of reasons, obviously. I get it. Yeah. Yeah. They got insurance policies. I mean, you know, can only imagine what it's like on their side. Very fair. Very fair. Well, fair is maybe the wrong word, but I get where it comes from. God, this thing's gonna be on edge. Maybe I'll wait 2 more laps to really judge it. These guys are running 214s with this setup, by the way. Yeah, that is strange. Yeah, no, you're good, man. You're good. Hope you're able to figure some of that stuff out.
785.
I imagine there has to be some kind of, like, process on the other side, you know? Like, once you've kind of proven that you've worked through some things, you can maybe get back into it. So sketchy. Holy shit. What is this lap? Where is it? It's on here somewhere. I can't see it. It's at the very bottom. It's so funny. I've gotten used to the field of view and like the sense of speed in this car. It's definitely slower than some of the others. And then what was it, a couple days ago I drove the McLaren around Watkins Glen and I felt like I was going like warp speed. You're sitting on the hood of that car basically on the ground and you just the sense of speed is unbelievable in that thing. I'm glad I'm actually doing this now. Normally I just kill the stream after the race. I'm kind of glad. I'm wondering, is it going to be worth getting an extra click of wing for safety? Do I wimp out and get an extra click of wing? Dang it, should have gone in earlier. I got you.
16.604. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Really got to learn to get off the throttle a little bit earlier. 2:16.6. So I think the high-mo lap was 2:14.4, something like that. Yeah. I mean, you can imagine, right? Like, how many of these races this week are going to end in pure tears? Like, a lot. Both from accidents with other people, because of other people, but also just like losing it on your own accord, you know? So if I lose a little bit of time because I got to click extra a wing, but I'm basically not going to kill myself in Puhan or, you know, launch them on, or whatever, like, is that worth it? The answer's probably yes, but then at some point you're like, well, you got to learn how to drive the damn car, you know, stop being a bitch. At some point I got to figure it out. Maybe it doesn't have to be this week, but like right here, that thing is absolutely on the knife's edge. It actually kind of feels like the Porsche does through there, but I'm in a Mustang. God, I love this racetrack. Oh. Alright, well, I feel like 215s are going to be doable. I mean, track temp's low. It's only 19 degrees. Oh, God. Oh, it's so crazy. Yeah, there's 215 right there. 215.8.
15.891.
Yeah, you're right. Surprised that wasn't green, actually. Hit the brakes a little earlier. Tried to kind of come to the slowest point right at the apex. Or last time through, I felt like I pushed a little bit. 500's off. Have to work on my timing through there. I'm expecting an absolute circus this week. I really am. I hope it's just a good time. All the spa specialists will be coming out and thrashing everybody in the lobbies. I'm sad Broken Wing chose Mugello for the final race next week instead of Spa. I'm sure people are just sick of Spa, but I would infinitely rather to race here than Mugello. So yeah, their final race of the season is next Sunday night. And then Elbows Out is having their final race this coming Wednesday. Shit. Is anybody joining right now and wondering like, wait, I thought we were league racing? That race has already happened. I'm just doing a little bit of testing for the new week that starts tomorrow at the beautiful Spa-Francorchamps. 2:15.5.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
I hope one of the sessions has some rain. That'll at least make things real chaotic. I don't know how the Mustang will handle the rain around here. I'm gonna guess poorly, but I think I'll be okay with it. So I'm about a second and change off the Hymo lap time. I have no idea what their conditions were. I didn't do anything special. I just chose the week and did a test session. It was way better. Shoot, messed that one up. I was 4/10 up. Down to 2.5. Yeah, I'd be cool with, like, say fixed is wet and open is dry. That would be fine with me. If open was wet, that would actually kind of suck. At least if fixed is wet, it really neutralizes everything. Because everybody has to use the same setup, same ABS, TC, everything. Alright, it's getting a lot easier to handle now that everything's warmed up. Wish I was still 4/10 up. Only about 1/10.5. Shit. Oh, ruined it, ruined it. Dang it.
15.688.
220. Hey, I mean, also, like, weather conditions matter a lot. You know, not just track temp, but, you know, rubber buildup on the racetrack. Is it a clean track, heavy usage, all that stuff, all of it matters. Hell, the wind, the relative humidity, it all plays a role. But yeah, I mean, if you're white knuckling at 220s, I would say, honestly, your best bet is to try to back off a little bit. You might push into, I mean, I'm totally guessing without looking at video of your, like a replay or something. But just the notion of white knuckling it, you might literally just need to back off a little bit of your entries. Try not to dive too hard into corners. Focus on the exits. This track is like, it's, I say sneaky technical is probably not it. Like, I think everybody knows this place is quite technical. And you really, I mean, it takes forever, I feel like, to really learn this place. I feel like I learn something new every time. I'm definitely not like a spa specialist by any stretch. I can get around fine, but you'll see me getting my ass kicked all weekend, officials, don't worry. Even if I am in the meta car, it won't matter. Daytona is the one that I feel like I'm probably best at, which is ironic because it's the simplest track, right? It's like 5 corners that actually mean anything there. But yeah, if you post like a video or something in Discord, like, people will definitely take a look at it, give you some pointers. I mean, happily. Nobody's gonna shit on you. Just, if you want a basic critique, I will happily do it. I'm sure a couple others will too. Try to give you some pointers on places to improve. There we go. A little bit better. I don't know if a 204 or 214's in play. Maybe with less fuel. At least I feel comfortable. Yeah, I'm sure it is. The wing alone is going to be messing you up. No doubt. I mean, unless you're using like a low downforce setup, certainly the wing will be hurting you at a place like this, but not 5 seconds worth, you know what I mean? A little bit of an adventure. But for real, if you want to post something, I mean, screen grab, record it with your phone, like, we don't care. YouTube link, I'll happily look at it. Try to help. I'm not a coach or a pro by any stretch, but I know a little bit. I swear to God, going through there is like being in the Porsche. It's like literally you feel like you're on a knife edge. It's crazy. I don't know if it's a good thing halfway through a fuel stint. I mean, it's certainly not. All I did was hit the brakes a little too hard. And it's like, oh, you want to turn? Back and come. Three and a half tenths up. I'm almost at a 214. 215.09 right now. Yeah. Need a killer bus stop. Chicane, sorry. Dang it. Yeah, killer, alright. In the wrong direction. Close. 215.174.
15.173. Just set your fastest lap of the session.
I would also say too, like, just do it with the setup you're already using. Then it's easier to compare. You know? I'm sure there's some stuff. Line, gearing. Do you use things like Garage 61? That would definitely be a great place to start too. Just getting like a lap in telemetry and you can compare against like everybody. Then you can see like, hey, in this sector I'm losing this much time. And you can see like, oh, that guy's doing this line, or this guy's in second gear and I keep dropping to first, or whatever. You can at least find the problem spots really quickly. Ooh, felt good. This is going to be the scariest part all week. Garage 61. Yeah, download, like sign up for it. It's all free. And they have a telemetry app that you run while you're racing and it collects your telemetry data and uploads it. And then you can go look at your lap and then you can add it and compare against somebody else's lap. And tons of people use it, so there's tons of laps to compare against. In fact, you can find setups through there too. So the AI setup thing actually does work. So it's funny you say that, because I was using it a week ago for Watkins specifically. Was it Watkins? Yeah, it was Watkins. I was trying to get the Ford to go around there with less understeer. So I was using Google Gemini, trying to figure out how to dial out some of the understeer. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Sorry. I'm sure it's just an iRacing thing. I forgot about that. That's another thing too. Yeah, like I forgot that you haven't done the iRacing thing yet. Comparing against sims is just not going to work because they're just totally different. The lap times are totally different. Hell, our lap times got 2 seconds faster here just with the new tire model that they put in the GT3 cars like a season or two ago. So it's like impossible to compare against sims. So I have no clue what a 220 is in LME world, you know what I mean? So surprisingly, it did, but not like I hoped it would. So one of my teammates gave me a really great idea. He was like, take the iRacing manual for the car, the PDF, upload it with your request and say, hey, here's the manual for the Mustang GT3 and iRacing. I'm at Watkins Glen and I feel like I got a lot of understeer. How can I dial that out? And it reads the thing and tells you the information, but it also is not that great. I ended up just not using the car. The Mustang last week was, or this week I guess, was a monster for me with understeer. I could not figure it out. I literally couldn't get a good lap in because it was understeer city like everywhere. So obviously me and Peter ended up running the Aston in the endurance race, and then of course since we were doing it in the endurance race, I ran it in all the official races I did last week too, pretty much. Come on, get a good one. Let's fucking go. 214. Hell yeah. 214 945A.
4, 5. New fastest lap for you.
I don't think I could do much better. Yeah, I might actually get a little bit faster. It seems to be getting quicker the more laps I do to kill the gas. But yeah, the high-mo lap, and again, I have no clue what the fuel situation is, or the weather situation is, so I'm not like actually saying I'm doing like super well, but the Ford high-mo lap was a 214.4 flat. So 5.5 tenths off. Yeah, the whole AI thing, I'm really skeptical of the whole AI thing. Like, my background, software development, you know, everything I hear is like, oh my God, you know, no more programmers are needed because AI's here. It's like, okay, best of luck with that. Yeah, I've used it. It's funny. I've used it recently for, because I'm not, y'all know, at least the OGs, y'all know, I haven't been working for a while. So I'm not doing software development on a daily basis, haven't for a long time. So for me, like, the things I would use AI for, it just doesn't seem to intersect with my day-to-day. Hey, Rakifa, what's up, brother? It just doesn't seem to intersect. You know what I'm saying? I don't like go through my normal day and like, oh, hey, let me talk to AI. Can you help me with this? Like, I don't know. I just, and I'm like, I'm a fucking nerd, man. I wish I could articulate how nerdy I am, but the truth is, it just isn't a thing for me. So anyway, I've like made a concerted effort to try to inject it into my life in different ways, just to like test it out, you know? So 2 things I've been doing with AI. 3 things, matter of fact, 3. The first really was the setup stuff. Well, no, actually that's not true. I lied to you. I'm sorry. The first was something else, but it's a longer story. So I'll say that next. Excuse me. One of the things was the setups, and it is really fascinating, right? You can upload a piece of information. It can scan it, understand it instantly. You can ask questions about it, and good, right? That was useful, and I feel like I did learn a little bit, but the kind of the common theme that I find with AI is that it's really agreeable. Like, it's really agreeable. It just always seems, if I ever like say, well, what do you think about, what about this? Have you thought about that? It's always like, oh my God, that's such a great observation. Thank you for the additional information. Then it's like, you're right. It always does that. And I'm like, bro, I'm not that fucking smart. Okay. I'm not that fucking smart. So if you're always agreeing with me, I am instantly skeptical. Instantly skeptical. Like, Just no. So it is interesting in that context. I have used it. It did help a little bit, but I didn't go super deep in it. I need to continue doing that with the setups, see if I can like really figure that stuff out. So the other, trying to think of the other small use, because there's two big ones. So the other one that we did last, what was that, like Friday night? So we did the endurance race. Peter and I did the Watkins Glen 3-hour endurance race on Saturday. The VOD is up. It was an insane race. I put a short out about it today, in fact. It was not my best performing short ever, but my best performing short in the first 6 hours. It got like 15,000 views in like 6 hours. That was crazy for me. Craziest start ever. Like craziest start ever. Go check that out if you haven't seen it. It's nuts. So anyway, Peter and I, like the one thing that commonly happens with us is we really suck at endurance racing strategies, right? We just feel like we're doing the thing. We're kind of going as fast as the people in our split, but we just seem to always not be able to figure out the right strategy to help us, you know, finish the race in the shortest period of time possible. And so we thought, well, shit, why don't we just ask the AI if it can help us figure this out? And so I had this whole conversation with it on Friday night, and I'm sitting here and I'm like giving all the details you would need to do the calculations, right? It's a 3-hour race. It's iRacing. It's the GT3 endurance series. This is the car. This is its fuel capacity. This is the average consumption per lap. This is the average lap time for both me and for Peter. You know, we're going to split it here. Tires. We can take tires if we want, but it adds this much time. Not time in like the pit stop itself, but like the warm-up period, right? It can take 2 or 3 seconds at least. It's actually more like 3 to 5 seconds of time in your outlaps, multiple of them, to get them up so that you're back to full pace. I gave it literally every input you could possibly need to figure out everything. And it was like, hey, you should just do this. And it literally outlined the thing we've always done, which is basically just fill it up to the top, drain it. Switch driver, fill it up to the top, take tires, drain it. Do that 3 times. You end up with like a 7-lap short stint at the very end where you don't take tires, you don't switch drivers. That's the fastest way through the race. And I thought, okay. So then I'm like, let me start challenging it. Like, let me start saying, like, well, if the calculated total of fuel was 348 liters, which is what we came to, what if we just split that up and we just had 4 equal splits? So it's 87 liters. Every stint, we have 4 equal stints instead of 3 full and 1 really short one. We take tires every time, which is nice. We always have fresh tires, even though it's not that important for like 7 laps at the end. And just do it that way. And it's like, oh my God, it's such a great idea. You know, so it's just like, it's always really loving everything you say. And I would keep challenging it and saying like, well, you know, what if our, you know, the warm-up time was actually a little bit longer? Would it make sense to do this? Would it, you know, really challenging it? And I didn't get, it sounds really cool. And the stuff that it comes up with sounds like it's really smart, but I feel like that's much more of a delivery as opposed to like the information itself. Maybe I'm just a hater too. I'm fully, you know, hey, I'm not gonna act like I love AI. I'm not like a massive fan of it. But I've been trying to use it more. That whole thing, I need to go back and revisit that conversation, dig into it more, see if it was just we always did the right thing, you know, and it just that we just kind of sucked and our pace wasn't that great, and that's why we weren't doing as good, you know. So anyway, that's a whole thing. I know I got some I'm gonna get to them. I'm gonna answer all the stuff. The last thing is content creation. And so this is where I feel like I have been using Google Gemini. I've used not all of them, but all of the big ones. I personally have enjoyed the Gemini experience the most. I also kind of feel like Google's most poised to like win the AI war, if you will. I mean, basically they already have a full copy of the internet. It's called google.com, right? They have basically everybody's email, you know, half the world's, or more than half the world, at least America's text messages with, you know, Google, Android devices, Google Maps. Like their whole mission was to literally index the world's information to make it easily accessible. If we're talking about training models, I feel like they're most poised to do the best job of that. So anyway, I feel like they're probably going to be the one that comes out on top here. And I've liked the experience of the ones that I've used, which again, of all the big ones, I've liked that one the most. I have no clue. It could be Peter Lee could be laughing at me right now because it's the shittiest one in some test that I couldn't give a shit less about, but whatever. I like the answers. I like the conversations I've had with it. It seems to be pretty good. And, Google. So also in this one too, I think it makes a lot of sense to be asking Google these questions because it's about content, right? So YouTube channel stuff, like trying to figure out, okay, I can upload a thumbnail that I've used in the past. Like here's one, here's another one. Which one is better? Why would people click this one versus that one? Like obviously they own YouTube, so they have metrics. Like there's a lot of information it should know to be able to help me understand what titles work best, what descriptions work best, what, how to structure things. And I've tried some of the things, but it's like, I don't know. It's hard to take it seriously. It's hard to feel really confident in the answers that it's giving. It is exceptionally good at making you feel like it is fucking genius. Like it is confident. It is extremely confident in its answers, like way too confident in its answers. I don't like, to me, that really turns me off. It's not, it's just way too confident. But yeah, I the stuff I've gotten from that on the content side, there've definitely been some things that I'm like, I feel like you're right. I feel like the answers it's giving me are correct, but it's things that I don't want to do. It's very clickbaity. It's very like, put something in the thumbnail, like crazy action lap 1. And I'm like, that is not who I am, So like that doesn't work. And I'll say that like, hey, that's cool. It probably gets a lot of clicks. I'm not that dude. Right. So like tone the shit down, like stop making so I'm a 43-year-old dude who sim races in his basement. Like, let's keep it real. I'm not, whatever. So I don't know. And it'll accept that. It'll say, okay, cool. Get it. We'll tone this down. But it always kind of goes back to that. Like, hey, we're going to go super over the top. And it's like, So the content creation side of things has been useful. And I think a lot of the stuff that it's saying is right. It's just a lot of it I don't want to do. And some of it I actually don't think is right. Just based on trends that I've seen. It is really good at doing things like helping you understand what does the market of content creators on YouTube and sim racing look like. It knows who Jardier is and Jimmy Broadbent, and it has a lot of information and metrics about their channels and how they grew and all these things. So it knows a lot. It is really interesting to have those conversations and see what it says and then look at the sources and try to figure out how it came to such conclusions. And I do get into that because, I do think that's important as opposed to just taking things at face value. It's also interesting that Gemini is built into the YouTube Studio, which if you guys don't know, it's basically the thing you upload all your videos to and you can see your comments. It's your dashboard for your YouTube channel, right? So I can ask it very specific questions about performance. So if I have a short and I linked like a related video, how many conversions did that get? Is that working for me? Should I be linking it to something else? Like it's pretty good in that sense of things. Nothing that you can't figure out yourself, but my God, is it cool to just sit there and be like, pop out a little question, in English, hit the button and then just put the computer down and let it think for 5 minutes and figure out all this stuff and look back at it and be like, oh, cool. I could have gone and searched and downloaded reports and gone through analytics and figured all this stuff out for myself, but it can do it for you in 30 seconds, which is awesome. So that's like I think I literally went on the craziest tangent ever, but that's basically the stuff I've been using AI for recently. And kind of like, I'm getting mixed results. I'll say that. Can I just buy GT? If you're even still here, I might have just driven everybody away. If I did, I'm sorry. Can I just buy GT cars and drive them single player on iRacing without the license? Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm doing right now. I literally just went to the IMSA series. Where is she? Went to the IMSA series. In iRacing, you find the series that you want to do the race for, click into it. For me, you can literally click into one of these and say, well, you can't do that. I'm locked in. But anyway, I'm going to the schedule. Spa comes up starting tomorrow. Hit the drop down, hit test drive, and it literally pops this up. And you can choose anything, any track that you have content, any car that you own, and you can jump into a test session and go ham. You can do AI races. You can do whatever you want. So you can do all of that without having the license. I'll try it out, dabble on the Porsche next season. Never drove it. Besides a couple of live CT devices, too expensive for me. Yeah, I totally get it. I totally get it. Definitely benefit of being part of a team. Companies all in about AI and vibe coding. Oh my God, seriously. Thinking about it, Google Notebooks might be great for setups. The car stuff. I know what you're talking about. Chromebooks. Honestly, I wonder if having somebody on the team to be strictly a crew chief is the way to go. Just by having them in Discord, so they don't have to meet minimum drive time. Yeah, I mean, like, so Jason, one of the main guys of SER, he loves the crew chief role. You know, obviously he drives too, but he's definitely the one that's there, like damn near the whole race, trying to, like, you know, set the strategy, even if it's something that seems so simple, like, hey, you know, the car takes 110 liters, but we're going to put you at 106 because you came in with 2. And we know, you know, the next time you come in, you're going to come in with basically nothing. Like, literally save a couple liters in the fill. When you add that up over 24 hours, it makes a huge difference, you know? Oh, Notebook LLM. Okay. Part of Gemini Suite. Okay. I will. I think I would quit instantly if I worked somewhere that was vibe coding. I'm not even going to bullshit you. But remember, man, I'm old. I've literally been doing software development for 20 years, and I think I would lose my shit. I've seen some of the stuff it does. Some of it's amazing. You know, I just can't do it. I really don't think I could do it. Like for me too, right? So I was running my own business for 10 years. I built, along with one guy specifically for the vast majority of that time, and then like one other for maybe half the time, built the entire product, right? It was a SaaS business, all hosted in Azure, all .NET based, because that's my background. And like, you know, I just can't imagine. And again, it's just, hey, it's me being the old guy. I'm sure the 20 somethings and the teenagers look at me like, hey, old man, get the fuck out of here. Let us figure this out. But for somebody that's been doing it for literally, I mean, hell, I was doing it longer than that, but professionally for 20 years, to think about giving it, you know, the ability to just generate code, I just cannot imagine. I took my time. I mean, yeah, definitely gonna go faster than me, but I knew every piece of it, you know? And then when it comes to things like infrastructure, like setting up Azure Front Door, SQL, app services, load balancing, you know, Azure functions, like understanding how all the infrastructure works and how everything is, you know, tied together. I don't know where it is on that sort of stuff, but that's another huge component that I haven't heard anybody talking about. I'm sure it can do a lot of that stuff too. And hell, by now they've probably integrated OpenAI into Azure, the Azure portal by now, I'm gonna guess. But yeah, I don't know. To me, I've always hated I know that AI is not a code generator in the old sense of the word that I'm used to from back in the day. But even all the old stuff that used to generate basic code for you, I never used any of that stuff, man. Back then, it was definitely dog shit when it would output stuff. I know that AI is significantly better than that today. But it's like, I guess I'm just jaded by it from basically a full career of dealing with it, you know? Yeah, the old stuff, nobody touched it. Nobody I knew touched it. That's for sure. But it's interesting, man. I talked to, so the guy that I worked with for a solid like 8 or 9 years before I left last year, I met him for lunch not too long ago. And we talked a little bit about AI. It's crazy, actually. Like from the time that I left, I literally left at the end of last year, December 30, well, I guess before Christmas, actually. It was like my last day. And so it's almost been a year since I was there. And I legitimately, like, AI was not even on our radar. Like, it wasn't even a conversation for us. We weren't talking about it. It just wasn't a thing at all. I feel like all of that has happened in the last 12 months, you know? So like, I know it hasn't, but it feels like the narrative has changed to like Cursor AI and like all these developer tools that are like, you know, developers are 40% more productive or whatever it is, all this stuff by using these tools. And so I talked to him about it, and he's definitely more on the old school side of things, but he's significantly younger than me. I'd say at least, I don't know, 7 or 8 years younger. And also just phenomenal developer, and just, I think, more open to stuff than I probably am. Actually, for sure. Definitely more open to stuff than I am. And even he was just kind of like, I don't trust that shit. Like, you know, it's just the skepticism is through the roof. And I think understandably so. I think anything that's like super just fundamentally different is going to draw skepticism, especially when you're a developer. And I think we're just skeptical by default, you know. I think that's just part of the beast. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna mess with it. Like, to say that I am skeptical, all those things, but I will 100% when the day comes, not too long from now, when we start building something new, and I'm working on a brand new product, I'll 100% I'm gonna dig into that stuff and see where the value is for me, and you know what I can do with it. And maybe it's simple stuff like one thing I thought about that I thought could be really useful. I'm also old school in that when I came up, people didn't write unit tests. Like, that was not a thing. So I was really lazy in developing any kind of unit testing, you know, at all. And so I thought, well, man, that could be actually quite useful. Like, here's a shared DLL project that it's like a shared code base. It's all the data access stuff, whatever. Send AI to scan that shit and generate 100%, you know, unit test code coverage. I don't know. Things like that could be really useful. Maybe, assuming it does a good job with it. But as far as like writing actual code for me, I don't know. I don't see that. I don't really even understand the appeal. I guess there's an entire group of people who are developers who don't actually like to write code. I do not understand that at all. Personally, I literally fell in love writing code when I was like 20 years old. So for me, it's like I would be taking away the thing that I actually enjoy about the job. Like, what's the point of that? I don't really care about the productivity. I don't give a shit. It's my own company. If it takes twice as long, I don't care. I really don't care at all. I like to know everything's working. The bugs are tomorrow. Exactly. Brother, I was such I mean, not really an asshole. They probably thought I was an asshole. But thankfully, my product owner, who was our CEO, I have known literally for 20 some years at this point. He knows me, right? He's also exceptionally good. So I was the biggest ass when it came to feature requests, you know, because sales are hearing this and support hears, oh, we need to make it so they can send custom text messages and they can write whatever they want in that text message. I looked at them like, are you out of your fucking mind? You want our customers to be able to put whatever they want into a text message that goes out. Are you like in like a scheduled manner? They're going to be, they're going to get us blocked. I mean, the stuff that people would come up with was insane. And I always told them over and over and over and over again, I was like, hey, you might leave in 6 months. I started this company. I'm going to be here until it's over. And I have to be able to support this thing. You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to do dumb shit just because customer A, B, or C asked for it. This is a product that scales to, at that point, like 2,500 customers all over the United States. Like, it's a software product that works for all the people. It's not customized. It's not, I'm not just going to build the new widget because one person asked for it. Like, we're not going to do crazy dumb things. I have to know how everything works. I have to be able to support it 24/7. You know, like, I was crazy about being a gatekeeper, basically. And through that whole experience, man, like, we never had crazy bugs that took 3 days to figure out how to solve. We never had outages that weren't Azure related. We never had database rollback. I never rolled back the database once. We never rolled back deployment once. Like, you know, it's not like a toot of the horn thing. It's like, it's literally just caring so deeply about what goes into the product that you're willing to stand up and say no because people ask for crazy shit. Does help me specifically on the documentation stuff, skimming. Yeah, for sure. I could totally see that. I refuse to let it create shit from scratch. For sure. For sure. I could see some things like, hey, you know, generate a function that takes these two objects that have this definition and compare when X, whatever, something happens and output this as the, like, I could see some stuff like that, but I don't know, man. At the end of the day, like, I want to write the code. Like, that's fun, you know? It's useful. It actually generates a lot of stupid tests. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Testing's okay. It likes to just test stuff, just adding coverage. Exactly. Exactly. And if you've got like some, you know, middle manager type that doesn't understand this stuff and just wants to see 99% code coverage, like, yeah, cool. But I was very lucky I was not in that situation. I didn't really answer to anybody, which is wonderful, to be honest. But cool. All right, y'all. It's 11:30. Normally it's funny. Normally after we do these league races, I just shut her down, peace out for the night. But I'm glad I did a little bit of testing. I feel infinitely more confident about doing some official races tomorrow at Spa. So I'll be live tomorrow night. I think Wade said it starts, the first official is 7:45 Eastern time. I don't know if I'm going to make that time. It's always tough for me. I don't know if like, you know, stuff is settled in the household by that time or not every Monday night. But if I can get here by 7:45, I will be. If not, I'll be doing the 8:45 race. That's all Eastern Standard Time as well. So appreciate y'all for being here, man. If anybody's new, I don't know, we got like 20 people still watching. So if any of you guys are new, if you enjoy what you watch, subscribe to the channel. I'll go live, I don't know, geez, 4 or 5 times a week, it feels like. A lot of league races, tons of endurance races, all the special events, and of course officials, because we race. So thank you guys for being here. I love the nerd talk. I really do. Maybe one night we just need to do like just need to nerd out. And just talking nerdy to me. But yeah, I'm losing it. I appreciate it. I'll see y'all tomorrow night if I see. If I don't, have a great start to your week, and I'll see you when I see you next. Until then, peace out.